Buenas tardes, YouTube. Welcome to my channel, Better Monday Fasting. Today I'm going to talk about all the things I quit since I started fasting. And yeah, I'm gonna try to remember. There are a lot of things. And since I'm doing everything like on the fly with one shot, I might forget some things. Maybe I'll put in the description if I forget something important. But I'm going to try to say everything that fasting has made me quit. So before getting started, I have to make sure that I don't film kids. Okay, it's like here. Yeah, YouTube doesn't want us to kids appearing on the videos, so I have to be careful. So another kid here. It's Saturday, so maybe there are more kids around. So I'm just gonna cross really quick across the street. So before getting started, nothing I'll share in this video is medical advice. So please do your own research before making any decisions on your health. And that being said, I can get started with what fasting made me quit. So the first thing I quit with fasting, in reality, it wasn't like a consequence of fasting because it was a conscious decision. Once I started fasting, it made sense for me since I was going to do detox, to not intoxicate my body. So I quit alcohol like the same day I started fasting. And I was drinking quite a bit. Back then I lived in Switzerland, and it was like, in Europe, it's socially something very accepted. So I'll have, sometimes when we go to lunch with colleagues or with my boss, I'll have a glass of wine. And after work, I usually... it's always all these dogs. So if you've been watching my videos, that's in Latin America. They use it as an alarm system. There's a lot of dogs, but it's really annoying. Like when you're pedestrian, it's always like they surprise you with the barking. That's how it is. And the alcohol, or after work, we'll have. My thing was like I wouldn't drink. I will only drink if my boss invited me, because I felt a little bit that it was a little unprofessional. If I drank during work hours, But if it was with the CEO, he's drinking, he's inviting me, so he knows that I'm drinking. So that was kind of my thing. But sometimes, when we have to communicate a lot, so we'll take advantage of that, to go talk about business during lunch or after work. So yeah, it's you're having a few beers and wine here and there during the week, and then on the weekends I'll drink. Friday, Saturday I'll drink. It will be like, I don't know, 6, 7, 10 beers or a bottle of wine, or so yeah. We cannot talk about. I never felt like an alcoholic or like nothing like that, but it's still like it's a lot of. You're drinking, it's an habit. So that I quit, but I didn't miss it. It was like I didn't miss it. It wasn't hard. It was pretty easy. And I was so enthusiastic about starting my the fasting, that yeah, I quit like this. So then the second thing I quit was it was actually like I think it happened like 8 or 9 months after starting fasting. Was all cross. It was all the medicinal drugs. Yeah, I quit all like medicine, paracetamol, things like that. I mean, I wasn't medicated or anything, but I will use paracetamol a lot. Like I didn't want to miss work. I had that little bit anxiety of when I pressured myself to never miss work, and I did it like I worked a couple of years as a restaurant manager. I was working 6 days a week, going from 60 hours to 100 hours. Like, it's crazy. I never missed a day of work. And then with my job in Switzerland, for 5 years I worked. I had two, also as a manager, and I never missed one day of work. Never got sick, never. So what I would do is, like, when I feel back then like I was perhaps getting sick, I will take a paracetamol, like, to fight it. But I was so like it was such a part of my identity to never miss work that I managed it. But I will use paracetamol and also, like, because I think it dilutes your blood or something, like it also helps you focus better, you know. So that was like a tool, a bad tool in my arsenal back then as a professional. I wouldn't use it like every day, obviously, but you know, when I needed a little boost, or I see that I might get sick or something, and also, I mean, the weather in Switzerland is in Geneva, I mean, it's not that, it's cold, like in the winter, it's not like extremely cold, but the difficulty with Geneva, it's that when you can have the 4 seasons in one day, it's it can change very quickly. And also, sometimes you don't see the sun for a month or two, and sometimes you have sunshine for a month or two. Like, it's very, yeah, it gets on your, and you see, I mean, like, people from Geneva, we always joke about it. I mean, it's a particular character, you know. It's not the easiest people on earth. It's like, it's very, I mean, I don't feel bad about saying that, because I consider myself a person from Geneva as well. We are not, yeah, but it's a combination of Calvinism, you know, like the Protestant movement was born in Geneva, like with so that's already, it's something very. It's very like strict and how do you say, auster? No, I don't know if you say it. Like, it's very there's a minimalist, like no fiesta, no spending a lot of money. It's very frugal. Yeah, very frugal and very yeah, strict. And on top of that, the moody weather, like, it makes, like, people are, yeah, they're a certain way. Yeah, it's not Brazil, you know. It's not. It's the other side of the spectrum. And yeah, so I quit medicinal drugs, and then near the same time I quit coffee. So in the book there's So I'm about to release a book called For a Better Monday. So there's a chapter on the things I quit, and also there's a chapter on how to replace, like how to get off bad habits. And so there's a technique of replacing them with good ones first, and quit things in a natural way instead of pressuring yourself like I'm gonna quit this. So I quit coffee from must have been like 2018. Yeah, from 2018 to recently. I started again in March, in April. Was 11th of April. There was a Megadeth show here in Asunción. In this, it was the spring, and it wasn't the spring here, but it was the spring in the northern hemisphere. And now I'm like, I'm drinking. I'm not drinking every day, but once in a while I drink. And now I'm going for a tasting, cupping. Coffee after music was like my second passion in life. And I miss. I also, when I used to work at the restaurant, I was a tequila expert. So the only thing I'm missing with alcohol is that, for example, with wine and different beer, it's the whole tasting thing. You know, I have a big nose, and I think I was blessed with. I can smell very good, and so if you want to see my nose. It's a pretty big nose, and I think I was naturally blessed with being able to smell a lot of things, and the fact that I grew up in different locations. I think I developed like my palate. Like I'm kind of a gourmet, without being a bourgeois, like because you're born in Turkey, and it's already a lot of flavors, and then you're 7 years old, you go to the French speaking part of Switzerland. That means that you're exposed to the whole like French cuisine, and also my dad, my parents were into always going eating out, like things like that. And my mom would cook Turkish at home, so it was very, at a very young age, you're eating some Turkish stuff, but you're also eating, steak tartare, like things that nobody eats in Turkey. So your palate is. So, in addition to all that, with fasting, you clean all your senses you become more sensitive and more aware of things. You can smell better. So that's the part I'm a little bit missing. The being able to smell. Once I was in Belgium when I still used to drink. I mean, they have all these Belgian beers. I mean, man, it's just it's just amazing. I mean, it's just amazing as an experience, I mean, too bad that it's made with alcohol, and now I cannot drink those things. But in terms of just like like a sommelier. Actually, my title when I get my certificate in tequila was tequilier. It's like a made-up word with the sommelier. So that's the only thing I miss about alcohol. It's not the taste. It's not but it's all those like smells and flavors, and try to figure out like the notes and all that. So that's kind of why I'm a little bit back to coffee. One, because I started all these businesses, and then so I'm it helps me like focus, and also I mean, I was missing the whole and now here in Asunción there are a lot of you have toasters, you have good coffee shops. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get good specialty coffee beans, but I mean, there's quite of a scene. It's not Portland, yet, but they're on the right page. Like there's, I don't know if you, the very beginning of the video, I was living in a coffee shop, and that's a roaster actually. It's also a coffee shop, but they're roasting. It's called Totem. And now I'm going to a place called El Cafetero. I think up to now, like there are some good coffee places, but the best coffee I think I had is here. And tonight they have this event I had to sign up for. So we're gonna be, I don't know if it's cupping or they're gonna give us 3 different Colombian coffees, and they're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna try them. And so it's very exciting. I'm gonna be very caffeinated, and I'm fasting today. It's Saturday, so it's a fasting day for me. So it's a bit of a, there's gonna be no food, lots of coffee. So that's the second thing. I quit, and what else I quit? So the coffee, yeah. Well, maybe I'll do this video in 2 parts. I mean, I went on some tangents, but yeah, I quit coffee. Yeah, I quit. I mean, not in the order. I don't remember, but I quit pretty recently. It's been several months already. I quit using toilet paper. That's doing some research. I learned that, you know, they use chemicals to bleach the toilet paper, and since it's touching your intimate part, and that's where the macrobiota is, so it affects in a bad way. So I quit, and it was good. I mean, it makes you save money too. It's one less expense. So I quit all the cosmetics. Like when I first started fasting, I quit all cosmetics, like pretty much. And then I quit like a regular toothpaste, like Colgate, all that stuff. I stay away. I quit like Listerine, like everything that has sugar. Like, I mean, really try to be. I quit like washing my entire body with soap. I wash my intimate parts. I mean, sometimes the face, but like the hygienic parts, intimate parts, and my feet, and then I dry brush the rest. But then I shower. But already, I mean, just in the water, I mean, there's so much. Depending on where you are, there's so much chemicals killing the good bacteria that. And so then it's been a year and a half. I'm on keto, so I quit all the processed sugars and things like that, carbs, processed sugars. And in the past, before starting fasting, I mean, I was a smoker for 7 years. That too, I was able to quit. Then I came back. I had like several, but it wasn't too hard for me to quit smoking. I quit in 2002. I quit watching television. So that was a big. And now I only watch, you know, either major tournaments or my team. I watch it through the internet, so I have a membership. So I just connect when the game is there, and I watch the game. And you know, like I just don't watch TV. But now it's a general trend. I think it's not. In 2002, it was pretty. I was ahead of my time, but now it's pretty. It's almost mainstream. Nobody watches TV anymore. So that's for that. Maybe I should have taken notes. What else I quit? Yeah. So we'll see. Either I put in the descriptions. If I've forgotten something important, I'll put in the descriptions, or maybe have a part 2. Why not? If there's enough items remaining of the things I quit. Yeah, I mean, alcohol was yeah, I quit for almost 4 years, from 2017 to 2021. I quit using a SIM card. So I was all doing all my travels, everything with just Wi-Fi. That was I don't know how I pulled that off, but I was in Mexico, Argentina, Uruguay. Like it was like Chile, Peru, all without. And then I went to Guatemala, and Guatemala is a pretty dangerous place. So over there, I don't know, for some reason I was like, well, it would be good to have, a SIM card, because it's really dangerous place. I mean, you cannot walk around like. I mean, it depends, but I mean, you feel it. You feel, you know, you enter. I'll enter like a like to buy something. I'll enter a store, and like you feel that they're looking at you, like if you're gonna rob them or not. You know, it's that it's a little bit tense. So then since 2021, I have a SIM card, and now I don't know how I did, but it was really interesting because I had to organize like before, you know, because my idea was like I started a project. It was like no English, no GSM. So when I first arrived in Buenos Aires, I wouldn't speak any English in order to learn Spanish, and no use the cell phone while I'm out, so I can really learn the city and, you know, try like memorize, and it was great. And when I don't find a place, like it will push me to speak to people, you know, hey, well, and that way I will speak more Spanish. And so I did that. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Maybe there will be a second video on the same topic, or I'll put in the comments the things I forgot. I should have prepared more, but that's what happens when we love improvising. So thank you for watching, and I see you in another video.